I, W. Kaur, Assistant Professor at ITS, on behalf of Center of Management Studies, Gitaratan International Business School, extend a warm welcome to all of you to the day two of exciting week-long weekend workshop on AI-powered people management, coaching, performance and talent development at the digital era. I hope you all enjoyed and had a refreshing evening yesterday and are ready to dive into another day of learning, insights and innovation. Today, our focus will be on how artificial intelligence is transforming coaching, feedback system, and management role in people development. Let's, let's explore how machines are becoming mentors and feedback mechanisms are becoming smart. Before the beginning of the session, I would like to introduce our institution. The Karatam International Business School was established in the year 2004. It is affiliated to Govind Singh Indraprastha University, New Delhi, and is approved by All India Council of Technical Education (AICTE), Ministry of HRD, Government of India for Technical Programs, and Bar Council of India for Law Programs. This is currently offering postgraduate programs with MBE, MBE International Basis, MBE Integrated, LLM, and undergraduate program is BBA Honors, Integrated BBA LLB, Integrated BA LLB Honors. This has been graded A by National Assessment and Accreditation Council in third cycle. A plus by the State Fee Regulatory Committee of Government of Institute of Delhi. It has been rated highest grading A by Joint Inspection Committee of Government of Institute of Delhi and GDS IQ since 2013 till date, and rated A by the Technical College Cell of GDS IQ University since 2011 till date. The digital era has brought about unprecedented changes in the way organizations function and manage their workforce. Organizations are increasingly seeking innovative approaches to optimize their human capital. Traditional methods of coaching, performance management, and talent development often fall short in providing personalized data-driven insights. This MDP aims to explore the potentials of AI in these areas, equipping participants with the knowledge and skills to leverage AI for effective people management in the digital age. It will also address the growing need of HR professionals and managers to address and utilize AI tools for people management. We'll begin the day with exploring AI-driven coaching tools, software programs that act as intelligent coaching for tracking goals, behaviors, and progress in real time. These tools use data and NLP to offer timely tailored support to employees. I welcome Vanna Stogi ma'am to enlighten our participants on the topic simulation AI-driven coaching tools. Before this, I would like to introduce ma'am. Vanna Stogi ma'am is accomplished academic professional with over a decade of experience in management and commerce education. She is currently serving as assistant professor at Vikaratan International Business School and is pursuing PhD at Nana Rachna International Institute of Research and Studies. Her experience spans from teaching, research, curriculum design, and academic administration. She has held faculty positions at institutes like IME Group of Colleges and contributed as a guest lecturer at IGNU, SOLDU, and NCWeb. Her areas of expertise include business law, company law, consumer behavior, and digital transformation in banking. I welcome you now. We may begin the session.
Thank you so much, Ravleen ma'am. First of all, just to ensure that am I audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay, voice is clear na ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, this is totally clear.
Okay. Okay, so a very warm welcome to all the participants over here. Uh, we are here for the next session of today, first session of today. It's about AI coaching tools. So let's start with our session. And first of all, is it okay, ma'am, now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it's about today's topic is about AI-driven coaching tools, revolutionizing HR in academia. So before starting about it, we need to discuss, as we in the yesterday's session we talked much about AI coaching tools, AI in every domain of our lives, as we all know that AI is doing everything for us, for sure. Uh, Whether it is if we say about designing our living room, or if we talk about making projects from the end of students, or if we talk about from the point of view academicians, so academicians are also using it in all aspects. And if we talk about professionals, HR professionals and other domains, it is also helping us out very much dimensions. So AI is everywhere, we can say. And the if we talk about AI coaching, or if we talk about the platform it is providing for coaching in various domains, we can say that it has evolved from over the time period. So when we say that it is revolutionizing or it is evolving day by day, we can say that AI coaching is an accepted and effective modality, which is helping teams to perform better, learn in groups, develop communities, and much more. So our society is now entering in full dimension in the AI domain. So it is revolutionizing our lives, our approach, and it is bringing a powerful blend of innovation and support in all aspects. So when we start our session, today's session, the main key points which we were talking about are introduction to AI coaching, and then benefits of AI coaching. What benefits are associated with this AI coaching, and the applications of AI coaching in HR and academia, and then implementing AI coaching, how to implement it, how to use it. For this point, for this agenda, I will be taking you to a website, and I will be showing you that how we are having various AI tools for all the aspects, or all the, all the uses, or all the domains, whatever, whether it is academia, whether it is HR domain, whether it is research or any other thing. And the last will be the challenges and future trends. So let's start. Let's begin with introduction to AI driven coaching. So what is basically AI driven coaching? It is, as we say, that it is day by day, it is changing, and it is revolutionizing professional development by providing personalized guidance and support. Whatever we want, whatever aspect we want it to work for us, it will be doing for us. These tools analyze data to identify strengths, weaknesses, and optimal learning paths. So these tools help us to learn things in a better way, to understand things, to understand the strengths and weaknesses of the various aspects, various tasks which we are assigned to do. This leads to more effective and efficient coaching experiences for individuals and organizations. So, what is AI coaching? If we talk about, like there are various organizations, or various we can say institutions also, like ICF and others, who have developed AI coaching frameworks also, and standards, so that they can help how AI and coaching can be safely and effectively integrated. And when we talk about AI coaching and we are using it, it is also important that we are using it, in ethical aspect. We are using it ethically, whether it is research, whether it is teaching, whether it is for other projects or anything else. And it should be transparent and aligned with trusted coaching principles. So, if you are taking help from AI, it is just assisting you. It is not doing anything on the part of you. Okay. So, it is just assisting you. It is just providing you guidance and support, personalized guidance and support, if we can say. So, AI coaching leverages artificial intelligence to provide personalized guidance. So, personalized guidance is the main point here, and it uses data analysis and algorithms to identify areas for improvement and tailor coaching strategies. And then core concepts which are associated with AI coaching, they include personalized learning paths. So if you are, suppose, a professional is
क्योंकि बच्चे
making a,
आएंगे साइन कराने के लिए और उसको करके खत्म कर देंगे.
ma'am, someone's mic is on.
Miss Neetu Mishra? Dr. Neetu Mishra?
Ma'am, you can mute it on your end. Na?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
they have to understand, na, ma'am?
Yes,
Thanks.
ma'am.
Please carry on, ma'am. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. So, if we talk about some, software professional, if he want to make an algorithm or a tool or some computer programming path, so they can use this, as it will be providing a personalized learning path. It also help you in generating automated feedback and data driven progress tracking. This is the main thing which we do not understand, basically, that it is solely run by data driven commands and data driven prompts. So whatever you are feeding it, whatever you are giving it, it will be providing you in that way only. So moving on, when we talk about the benefits for HR professionals, what benefits it is providing for HR professionals, as in the yesterday's session, my senior colleagues were also discussed something about the things, HR professionals.
Hello.
So, yes, hello.
आपने कोई ज्वाइन किया है इसमें अभी? कोई कोर्स ज्वाइन किया आपने?
Okay. So these AI coaching tools are helping HR professionals in way beyond aspects, as it has reduced, it has lessened the burden of the HR in various aspects. Like initially, what an HR personnel has to do, they have to collect all the CVs, they have to scrutinize all the CVs as per the demand of the position available, and then they have to call one by one all the candidates, and interviews are going on, and then the process continues. But for if when we talk about AI helping HR professionals, so these tools are providing personalized insights into employee performance. They are starting from the recruitment selection process and the final HR analytics part. AI is helping them out in a great way. These tools provide personalized insights into employee performance, enabling HR to tailor development programs as per the need of HR, as per the demand of the position for which they are looking for a candidate. They can give prompts to they can customize their AI in such a way that it will select only those candidates which are suitable for the position available, or for the position which they are hiring. So, if as yesterday, Professor Abhijit Das sir also said that if we are looking for a position specifically for females or for males, so we can we can customize our AI in such a way that it will select only those CVs or only those applications which are for females or for males as per our requirement. So it has made the work much more easier, but it at the same time it also depends that in what way we are using it and how we want it to work for us, basically. So these tools automate routine coaching tasks. They are speeding up the task. They are making it very much easier for us, freeing up HR professionals to focus on strategic initiatives and complex employee relations. So if we talk about employee performance, scorecards generation, and tracking all the performances, on regular basis. So these tasks are much more easier while when we are using these AI tools. These AI-driven coaching offers data-backed recommendation for employee growth because we are having the data. If we provide it, as I said, that whatever you are feeding it, so the data you are providing it, it will work for us. It will give us the same thing. It will give us the results on the basis of the data. So this coaching offers data-backed recommendation for employee growth. It ensures fairness, consistency in development opportunities. So we have to use it in such a way that it will work for us in better way, in progressive way. So what are the key features of AI coaching tools? As we said that it offer personalized guidance and support. They provide data-driven insights to enhance performance and development. These tools are revolutionizing the way coaching is delivered and experienced. So basically, teaching or coaching anyone about the AI tools or about the things that they are seeking, the help they are seeking, it is much more enhanced, much more, एक क्रांतिकारी परिवर्तन we can say आ गया है using these AI coaching tools. As yesterday, I think I was seeing an Instagram post, and there a doctor was saying that what he has learned over a period of 20 years through his medical profession, and AI can do the same thing in a few seconds or in few minutes. So this is we can say it is totally the revolution and it is beyond our expectation. अभी भी we are like कि हमें नहीं पता है कि AI और क्या कर सकता है. So इसको सही वे में सीखना और for the betterment of us, for the betterment of humanity or the society, that is more important. That is the need of the hour, we can say. When we talk about personalized learning paths, AI algorithms are designed in such a way that it analyzes individual performance data to identify knowledge gaps and strength. These programs, these algorithms, they analyze the individual results or the performance data in such a way that they identify the knowledge gaps where it is lacking, what are the requirements, what is the need, basically basically the need required and the strengths also. So these personalized learning paths are helping as per the demand, as per the need of the individual. Adaptive platforms adjust the difficulty and content based on real-time progress, and personalized feedback and recommendations cater to each learner's unique style and pace. As I was saying that whether I'm a student or I'm a lecturer or I'm a researcher or I'm a doctor or I'm some HR professional, so it is up to the person, up to the learner. What is his style? What is his unique style? Or what is his pace? At what pace they want to learn? It is not like that I want to complete it in that time frame only. If I want to learn, if I want to learn at my own pace, it is providing that pace also. It is that is why it is again and again we are using the term personalized feedback and personalized recommendations, personalized paths, learning paths. And it gives real time feedback. So at that point of time, whenever you are giving the prompt, whenever you are seeking suggestions, so it will give you the real time feedback as per the data, as per the feed available to it. AI algorithms analyze performance matrices instantly, offering immediate insights. So it analyzes all the matrices instantly. The moment you give it some prompt, it offer immediate insights, and it give you real time feedback. Personalized sessions are provided to improve skills and address weaknesses. And then real-time feedback promotes continuous improvement. Whenever we want to, want to analyze the data, if we talk about the research area, if we want to analyze the data, so data analysis is a very critical thing to do. If we talk about certain statistical tools, so this AI gives you it gives that analysis work so easily and so conveniently and as per your requirement, that it helps us to learn things in a better way, and it also promotes continuous improvement. That it is, the it we can go beyond our limitations. That मुझे सिर्फ इतना ही पता है, but when I look for a, suppose I'm giving it a research topic, or I'm saying that I want to do research in this broad area, then it will give you various aspects of research in that particular broad area that you can't imagine that thing on your own. आप अपने आप से अपने लेवल पे सोच भी नहीं पाएंगे, और ये इतना कुछ आपको बता जाएगा कि इतना कुछ उस डोमेन में इतनी सारी चीजें आपको बता देगा, सजेस्ट कर देगा, दैट इट इज एक्चुअली वर्किंग फॉर योर इम्प्रूवमेंट, योर बेटरमेंट, and it accelerates learning. So if one is seeking learning or exposure, then it is the best thing. As it provides data driven insights, so whatever data analytics are provided to it, it provides crucial insights into the effectiveness of AI coaching interventions, and it do wonderful work for it. Personalized coaching plans can be developed and refined based on individual data and progress. We can make certain the kind of personalized coaching plans, whatever for what purpose, uh, for what domain we are looking for it. If some HR professional is, they want to make a development program for their team or for their employees, so they can clearly personalize the plan using the AI tools. These plans can be developed and refined based on individual data and progress. So whatever data and whatever progress you want to have through it, so it will be providing you on the basis of that. Data-driven insights enable timely adjustments and improvements for optimal coaching outcomes. It is also enabling time adjustments and improvements. So wherever you are lacking, if you already have some kind of results or analysis with you, and you want to take help, or you want to take some kind of insights on that analysis, so it is providing you that also. It is opening the path of, it is opening the way of improvements for optimal coaching outcomes. So it is actually teaching you. When we talk about applications in HR and academia, so there are these coaching tools help us.
Coordinator, MDP program coordinator, and chairperson of Institute Relationship and Internal Complaint Committee. With a PhD in management, she has authored multiple books, published over 60 research papers, guided PhD scholars, and contributed to industry through consultancy projects. Her work has earned her several prestigious awards and recognition. Ma'am, I welcome you. You may continue with your topic. Over to
Thank you,
you,
Ravleen
ma'am.
ma'am. Thank you, Ravleen ma'am, for this wonderful introduction and giving me this opportunity to talk on feedback systems, which is the backbone of nowadays. So, good morning, all of you. Am I audible clearly?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So today we'll be talking about the feedback. When we talk about the feedback, nowadays feedback is having a very high relevance in the business systems. If you talk about any type of business, you might be getting a call from the call center and they will be saying that we are recording your call for the feedback purpose. And once they are done with you, while you are talking to them and getting your query solved, afterwards you get a message. Please give your feedback on how was the conversation and are you satisfied with the customer service which has been done by our call center executive. So what is the purpose of collecting this feedback? Can we all be a little interactive with each other and we can talk to each other on the point, because this is more of the topic on which the discussion is required rather than theory imparting. So why do you think that we should have this particular feedback system? I'll appreciate if you can switch on your mics and talk to me regarding this. Because if we will discuss, then we will learn more. I'll tell you how the things practically work in the organizations. Yeah. Anyone?
Ma'am, I think feedback
it's for
system is
improvement and
required.
growth.
Feedback is?
Feedback system is required so that the companies can produce as per the requirement of customer, as per the target market need.
Yeah. Absolutely right.
So-
One of the point is that we are able to get the needs of the customer and we are able to rate our services, how we are giving the services to our customer, whether the
Yes,
customer
yes,
is
where we
satisfied.
are and where we want to be to fulfill the needs of the customer.
Absolutely right. Where we want to be, because if I have to reach
Yes.
my goal, I need the support of my customer, and my customer will support me when he is or she is satisfied with me. And to see the satisfaction level or to measure the satisfaction level of customer, I require the true feedback from my customer. If I talk about this in the organization also, if I want to keep my employees satisfied, at that time also I require the feedback. Because if my employee is satisfied with the job, that means the job satisfaction factor is having high rating, the employee will not leave the job. That means it will increase my job retention. It will increase the productivity of the organization, because always it has been seen that if an employee is satisfied in the organization, he or she will give 100% of his efforts to the organization. And when this 100% efforts combine with the loyalty and the employee retention part, the organizations are able to achieve their goal which they have made. That means the vision and mission of the organization is achieved if we go for this particular thing. Sorry for the little bit of break. So when I'm talking about this, we are basically talking about the achievement of the goal of the organization, and feedback helps us in achieving this particular goal. The same thing is happening over here. So I'll give you a little bit of brief about the theoretical aspect of the feedback, and then we will switch over to the practical part. I think everyone has logged in their through their systems. You are having either the laptop or the desktop. So I'll tell you how the feedbacks can be made, how the feedback can be collected, and how the feedback can be analyzed. And for all these things, nowadays we don't need to work manually. Previously, what we used to do, we have to collect the data on the hard copy forms and then put it into the Excel sheet, and then we used to calculate the data. That all thing is now nowhere required nowadays. It's just you have to share a form, you have to create the questions for the feedback, share the questions with the people who are your basically the customer or your employees or your whosoever is the target population for that particular feedback, and then you collect the data from them. And once the data is collected, then it is to be converted into the CSV format. You all must have used the MS forms or the Google forms where you can collect the data. And once the data is being received, and then you can basically analyze the data. And for analyzing, we are having various AI tools available with us nowadays, using which you can analyze your data. Okay, so we will be first switching over to a little bit of the theory part, and then we'll move to the practical part. Okay, is that fine with you? Is that fine with you?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm sharing my screen with you. My entire screen. My entire screen. My screen is visible. I'm sharing it
Yes,
again. I
ma'am.
think there is some problem to it. You're able to see my slides? Yes, please give your feedback. Otherwise, I'll not come to know whether you are able to see it or not.
No, ma'am.
And without
No.
interaction,
It is visible now.
Hanji?
It is
So today's topic is basically revolutionizing feedback with the help of AI, because the complete MDP is revolving around the usage of artificial intelligence. And for feedback also, we are having a lot of tools through which we can take the feedback. And some are paid and some are free. But the combination of tool can also be used to gather the feedback. So we will be talking about the combination of free tools, because if I talk about the feedback.ai, the power of feedback, basically high demand. Why? Because the employees who are not, or the students or the customer who is not able to communicate to you about the feedback verbally due to XYZ reason, when the form is shared, at that time they are able to give you the feedback. But you have to keep a check that the feedback which you are receiving is as per the true feedback. Means it is not it should not be like that we are not getting the feedback in the true form, because if the right kind of feedback is not given to us, then it's of no use. So it has been noticed and seen that 70% of employees desire more regular feedback in the organizations, so that they can put their own point in front of the management, and management become acquainted with their problems, And many times these feedbacks are anonymous, means their name, mail IDs are not opened, so that they can give the true feedback. Because many times it has been seen, if you are giving the feedback and the concerned person come to know about that you have given this feedback for that person, there might be some repercussions for this particular thing. So number two, it also give the boost to the performance. 360-degree feedback enhances performance by 14%, and it has been seen that while we are doing the annual appraisals, at that time we are taking the feedback of the employees through the 360-degree, and now it has been converted to 720-degree. है ना? आप लोगों ने, when we are talking about the HR, we are basically talking about the appraisal methods. At that time, 360 and 720, both of the tools are basically feedback, and they work on the feedback collection only, and it enhances the performance by 14%. If I talk about the traditional limitations, manual methods are slow, often biased, and frequently incomplete. Whereas when we go for this automated and AI boosted up feedback systems, the tools are better and the results are better. So recently, as AI has revolutionized the complete world and complete business in all the areas, it has also revolutionized the feedback part also. So AI is also there as a feedback analyzer. And when we are talking about feedback analyzer, AI powered solutions, this tool collects, analyzes, and helps you act on the feedback. So we are able to collect the data through it, analyze the data through it, and then we are able to take the action against whatever has been given into the feedback. And there are several advanced technologies which are basically introduced to collect the feedback. So it utilizes your natural language processing and the machine learning for this advanced AI tool. It enhances the insight. That means it reduces the biasness and provides real-time actionable data on which the analysis can be done. Now we come to the key features of your feedback system. So when we are talking about the key features, we are talking about the sentiment analysis, that is identify emotional tone with 95% accuracy. Topic extraction, that is automatically categorizes feedback into the relevant themes. And there are actionable insights that recommend specific steps basically on the feedback trends. So due to all these features which it is providing, we are basically having a lot of benefits also. Because AI is the tool which has reduced human efforts, it has increased the efficiency and effectiveness of the things. So if I talk about the benefits of the feedback system, it saves the time, it reduces the manual analysis by 80%, it improves the accuracy and minimizes human bias in the interpretations. With the involvement of AI, employee engagement has been increased, and it provides a timely, relevant feedback to the teams, and depending upon that, drive action it can be is possible. So it identifies the improvements and tracks the progress. There are certain case studies where we are basically making use of this. If you see this particular picture, we are talking about the feedback, and with the help of the feedback, we are enhancing our business. So you can use the AI feedback analyzer for product feedback. You can identify the improvements, pinpoint the UI and onboarding issues. You can use the customer satisfaction, which resulted in 20% increase in the CSAT. And you can reduce the churn also. That means 15% reduction in the customer churn. So we have many tools where we can work on this. We will be taking a little bit of free tools today. And if I talk about your unlocking the potential of your feedback, we work on 3 points. That is number one, actionable insights that transform your raw data into meaningful intelligence. If we talk about the enhanced satisfaction, improve both customer and employee happiness. And if I talk about the third point, that is drive growth, propel business expansion from the AI-driven analysis. So this was a little bit of brief about this. Now I am coming to, you all can open your systems, laptop, and work along with me. We will be creating one feedback. Then I'll be sharing that feedback form with you. You have to enter the data into the feedback, and then we will analyze that feedback here. Okay, done. So I'm opening my Gmail account first. When I was doing the Gmail account, before that, I used Chat GPT. You all know how to use the Chat GPT. First, I have to design my questionnaire. Okay, so I will command my Chat GPT. So whenever you are working on the Chat GPT, you have to give the prompt. I think everyone knows that you are giving the prompt. So I will write you have to create employee satisfaction feedback form on various parameters. Keep approximately 8 to 10 questions in it. Okay, I have given the command that you have to create employee satisfaction feedback form on various parameters. Keep approximately 8 to 10 questions in it. Okay, let's see what questions it is providing to me. So I am taking the questions. So here, dear employee, we value your feedback. Please take few minutes to fill out this anonymous form to help us improve your experience at the workplace. Your honest responses will enable us to create a better and more supportive environment for everyone. So here I have given, because I'm taking it on the Likert scale. So I have commanded it only 8 to 10 questions. So it has given me 10 questions only, 1 to 10. But here I'm not collecting the name of the employee or the code of the employee. If I want to collect that, I will say add name of employee and employee code, department at the top of the form. Top of the form. Okay, तो आप top at the top of the form. ये मैंने डाल दिया इसमें, एक किया मैंने. अब better लग रहा है ना look में? Yes.
Yes,
It
ma'am.
seems to be better. I
Yes,
want
ma'am.
to have it in the editable
Yes, ma'am.
form. So write provide in editable Word form. It will provide me the Word file now. If you want it in PDF, you can take it in PDF, but I want it in the Word file so that I can copy and paste in my this Google form. See, it has made an file for me. आप यहाँ गए, ये मेरा क्वेश्चनर बन के रेडी हो गया. आप इसको पर्सनलाइज भी कर सकते हैं. ये इसने मेरा क्वेश्चनर बना के दिया है. लास्ट में उसने ऑप्शनल सजेशन भी डाला. इफ यू वांट प्लीज शेयर एनी कमेंट्स एंड सजेशंस टू हेल्प to enhance your work experience. That can also be done. So it has given mostly all the questions which I require. You want to have it in any other format, you can do that also. Here also, if I want to add questions, I can tell it, please add the questions related to this, related to that. That can also be done. Okay, so that can also be done here. So ये हो गया आपका. This is the how it has been done here. Now I will create a Google form for this. Go to your Google Forms. Go to Forms. Okay. Here I'm having the several form options. So whatever you want to create, you can create a Google form here. आप न्यू फॉर्म कर लीजिए. यहाँ अनटाइटल फॉर्म की जगह मैंने यहाँ पे लिख लिया एम्प्लॉय रेस्पॉन्स फॉर्म. दिस इज एम्प्लॉय satisfaction feedback form. Everyone knows how to create it. तो आप अपना यहाँ पे फीडबैक फॉर्म क्रिएट कर लीजिए. ओके. फॉर्म का डिस्क्रिप्शन के अंदर मैंने ये जो यहाँ से ये डाला था इसको मैंने यहाँ पे डाल दिया. कंट्रोल सी करके मैं इसको यहाँ पे लेकर गई और मैंने इसको यहाँ डाल दिया. ये मेरा कंट्रोल हो गया. Now I'm coming to the question 1. That is your name of the employee. Okay. This will be my subjective paragraph form या short form कर देते हैं. Short form, short answer रहेगा. Required है, compulsory मैंने कर दिया. Now I can go to add more questions. So I can go for the other questions also. Here I can take the. I'm not writing all this because मुझे छोटा सा आपको बना के दिखाना है. So I'm now coming straight forward to here. ठीक है. So I'm coming here. कंट्रोल भी कर लिया. उसके बाद मैंने ऑप्शंस में मैंने ये डाल दिया स्ट्रांगली एग्री, स्ट्रांगली सॉरी डिसएग्री गया तो डिसएग्री, न्यूट्रल, एग्री, स्ट्रांगली एग्री. ये ऑप्शंस मैंने इसमें डाल दिए. ये मैंने ले लिया इसके अंदर. तो इस तरीके से आई विल बी एबल टू कलेक्ट द डेटा. अब जब मैं इसमें से फाइल को डाउनलोड करूंगी तो वो CSV फॉर्मेट के अंदर मेरे पास डाउनलोड होगी. हाँ. ठीक है. So this is the way how we will be working and you will frame the complete questionnaire and you will get the data. Okay. जब हमारा डेटा जब हम शेयर करते हैं तो you are sharing the data in the form of your this form response and you get the response out of it. Should I create the complete form and share with you all, or I can take my own copy of forms where I have already collected the data? I think everyone knows how to create the form and collect the data. Am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
मेरी आवाज आ रही है? फॉर्म क्रिएट करने की जरूरत तो नहीं है.
नहीं
फॉर्म
ma'am.
मेरा क्रिएट हो गया. आई कैन शेयर द डेटा एंड आई कैन टेक द डेटा विथ मी. मतलब मेरे पास सारा
Yes.
डेटा आ गया आपका. सो
Yes,
आई हैव
ma'am.
कलेक्टेड द डेटा नाउ. सपोज अब मैं ये मान के चल रही हूँ कि मेरे पास डेटा आ गया है. सो आई एम गोइंग बैक. ओके. बिकॉज डेटा को अगर मैं फिर उसके बाद क्या करते हैं जब हम डेटा को डाउनलोड करते हैं तो इट कम्स टू अस इन द फॉर्म ऑफ CSV फाइल. एक CSV फाइल के फॉर्मेट में वो डेटा हमारा डाउनलोड हो जाता है एंड वी कीप दैट पर्टिकुलर डेटा इन द फॉर्म ऑफ CSV फाइल. ओके. जैसे ये मेरा डाटा है तो यहाँ पे मेरे पास रेस्पॉन्सेज आएंगे और रेस्पॉन्स से आप यहाँ पे ये लिंक शीट्स में यहाँ से जाएंगे डाउनलोड रेस्पॉन्सेज इन द CSV फाइल. अगर कोई भी डेटा मेरे पास CSV फाइल में आता है तो आई कैन यूज दैट पर्टिकुलर डेटा एज इट इज. है ना. मैं उस डेटा को एज इट इज यूज कर सकती हूँ. कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है मुझे उस डेटा के साथ में काम करने में. ठीक है. और अगर मेरे पास इस टाइप से डेटा अवेलेबल नहीं है, CSV फॉर्मेट में नहीं है, तो मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ एक्सेल वाली फाइल को सेव एज CSV फॉर्मेट में मैं फाइल को सेव कर लूंगी. Because when we will be using the AI tools at that time, it will either use the CSV format files or it will use the SPSS format file. So I have to collect the data either from this particular format or from that particular feedback format. So I'm taking this particular file. I'm already having the college feedback here of some different college. So I am having the response of 693 people over here. I'm downloading this CSV format with me. मैंने इसको डाउनलोड किया, ओपन किया फाइल को. ये मेरी CSV फॉर्मेट में फाइल बन के आ गई है. अब मुझे ये जो डेटा है बिकॉज इट इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ एग्री, न्यूट्रल, इस तरीके से फॉर्मेट में है डेटा, लेकिन मुझे ये वाला डेटा किस फॉर्मेट में चाहिए होगा? मुझे ये डेटा this will be required in the take that data in that particular form. So I can convert the data from 1 to 5 format. तो मुझे जो डेटा चाहिए वो न्यूमेरिक फॉर्मेट में चाहिए, इसीलिए आपका यहाँ देखें तो हमने क्या दिया था 1 2 3 4 5. So while I was collecting that particular data at that time, instead of writing strongly agree and so, I can write the 1 2 3 also, so that I don't need to code the data. तो अब मेरे पास ये डेटा बन के आ गया. तो अब I am basically using this particular data to do the analysis part.
Tanvi ma'am, can you share your screen?
Yes, I'm
Okay,
sharing
when
them.
you, when you see when you click on the screen, when you click on the
Yes.
share option, okay, what are you getting? You're getting a window which is saying share content. When you click on share, are you getting something called as share
Yes,
content?
yes.
Okay, then you click on
Share-
down. There is one share content you do. Okay, now we can see your screen. Is it your screen? 17 responses.
Yes, yes,
Whose
yes.
screen is?
इसमें download response में .csv.
Ma'am, what are you doing? Can you please? Okay. We can see your screen now. You can show it to ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am? Urvesh ma'am? Ma'am, Tanvi ma'am's content is ready. You can just view it. Urvesh ma'am? This you prepared through napkin.ai, ma'am? Tanvi ma'am?
Done? No questions, no queries, nothing from anyone's side? फिर तो सेशन ही क्लोज कर देते हैं. अगर इंटरेस्टेड होते सब लोग तो आई वाज थिंकिंग ऑफ एक्सप्लोरिंग वन थिंग मोर. रवलीन मैम?
Yes, ma'am.
मुझे लगता है अगर कोई कर ही नहीं रहा है तो फिर वी कैन क्लोज द सेशन.
It's done, ma'am.
क्योंकि no one is sharing their thoughts nor they are interacting, nothing is going. बस अगर वो दिखाएंगे ही नहीं तो मुझे कैसे पता चलेगा they are doing something or not. और अगर केवल इसके लिए किया हुआ है फॉर द सेक ऑफ टेकिंग द अटेंडेंस, फिर तो नया टूल कराने का कोई फायदा नहीं. आई वाज थिंकिंग कि आज मैं इनको रिज्यूम राइटिंग भी करा देती, बट
So
External
shall we close the
participants?
session?
My dear external
without
participants? External participants, are you there online?
Yes, ma'am.
Tanvi ma'am? Bindu ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
तन्वी मैम ने बना के दिखा भी दिया, चेक भी करा दिया.
Bindu
Yeah,
ma'am?
ma'am, online I am, but right now I don't have enough data to use these tools. That is the reason I am not showing my screen.
ओके ऐसा करते हैं, मैं आपको डाटा बनाना सिखा देती हूँ. ठीक है, आई एम शेयरिंग माय स्क्रीन, टेल यू हाउ टू मेक द डेटा एंड देन यू स्टार्ट वर्किंग. बट प्लीज डोंट यूज दैट थिंग टू क्रिएट द डेटा, नेवर. That is
Yeah.
unethical. It's just for
Okay.
basically doing this particular part. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Open your chat GPT. Yeah, ऐसा करती हूँ. I'm sharing. I will not teach anything unethical to you. I'm sharing a sheet with you. मैम यहाँ से हम लोग फाइल शेयर कर सकते हैं इनसे इसमें चैट बॉक्स में.
Yes, ma'am, you can.
How?
Ma'am, chat box
तो
open करें आप left
हम
में.
chat
चैट बॉक्स
box
में आपको
open है
अपलोड
मेरा.
हाँ ओपन ऑप्शन आ जाएगा वहां पर. मैम प्लस साइन पे क्लिक
Chat
करें.
box. किस पे?
प्लस साइन वहां पर है ना, वहां पर एक प्लस साइन है देखिए.
आप प्लस पे मैंने क्लिक किया तो शेड्यूल अ मैसेज एंड सेट डिलीवरी ऑप्शन आ रहा
गेट
है.
मोर एप्स में देखिए मैम.
मैम आप chats में जाएं.
सर्च फॉर एप्स आ गया.
Sign.
नहीं हो रहा कुछ.
ये मैम कैसा है, आपने बना के रखा हुआ है, पीपीटी फॉर्म में है या फिर समथिंग ऑनलाइन है जिसके आप लिंक शेयर कर सकते हैं, क्या है?
नहीं नहीं, they are not having the data ना, so I can provide them with the sample data which I have used. They can work on that data. But if it cannot be shared on this chat now. No issue. They can try and I'm having another session with you all on Friday.
Ma'am,
So
we
you
can take the data
try
from ChatGPT.
Hello.
Can you take the data from ChatGPT?
You can create the data, but I don't want to teach anything unethical. We should not create the data from ChatGPT. That is wrong.
Okay.
Unethical practice.
Okay.
पहले मुझे भी लगा था सिखा देती हूँ, फिर मैंने मुझे लगा कि कई लोग हैं ना उस चीज को फिर रिसर्च के लिए यूज करना ना शुरू करते हैं, इसलिए आई विल नॉट टीच द रॉन्ग थिंग.
रहने दीजिए आप.
हाँ, इसीलिए टीचिंग पर्पस के लिए दैट इज ओके, बट फॉर एक्चुअल इट शुड नॉट बी यूज्ड.
Ma'am, in napkins only you have uploaded the data sheet, right?
Yeah.
In napkins AI, you have shared the data sheet for presentation, isn't it?
Napkin AI was only the result of Claude AI. I have given the visualization effect to my report. I have added the diagrams in that. Processing of the data and the dashboard creation was done using Claude AI. वो हमने Claude में
Okay,
किया.
ma'am.
ठीक है, फिर बंद करते हैं फिर सेशन को, है ना? If someone is having query, you can ask. Otherwise, I'm closing the session then.
Okay, rejoin now. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir, you're audible now.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
right. So I'll share my window. Is my PPT visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we've had a lot of sessions. Even today, you had a session on role of AI in coaching. So I'll go one step further in what is the role of a manager as far as AI coaching is concerned. So the agenda will be defining AI coaching and its benefits, data integration and platform selection, managerial roles, training, implementation and oversight, ethical considerations and bias mitigation, and the future of managerial roles in AI coaching. So these are the issues I'll be dealing with today. Now, AI coaching is revolutionizing the professional development. In fact, it is revolutionizing everything that we know about computers. All of us have, to some extent, started using AI. So it's a revolution indeed, which has been brought out by AI. And the advantage is that it provides personalized guidance and support as far as coaching is concerned, because in case of uh, normal coaching, or when I say, let's say I take a class and there are 60 students in the class, I cannot provide personalized guidance and support to all the 60 students. It would be time consuming, and different students have different needs and requirements. But AI is able to fill this gap. So its increasing relevance stems from the need for scalable and data-driven approaches to enhance employee performance. So scalable would be in the sense that we can do it for one employee or we can do it for 100 employees. So these AI systems are scalable in that context. And data-driven approaches means that we are taking decisions based on certain past data trends. We are analyzing the data and continuously updating and upgrading the process accordingly. Managers, now what is the role of a manager in this AI coaching? Managers play a crucial role in integrating AI coaching into the workplace to foster growth and adaptability. So, in fact, it is the manager who gives permission for the use of AI in coaching. So, manager is the person who has the authority to implement this AI based coaching in the workplace. And he is the one who will decide what kind of platform is to be used, how it is to be used, whether it is achieving the objectives or it needs to be changed. So all these decisions need to be taken by the manager. Now, definition of AI coaching. AI coaching uses artificial intelligence to provide personalized guidance and support. So, like I said, in traditional coaching or teaching, it is very difficult to provide personalized guidance and support, in the sense that it would be too time consuming. But AI can simultaneously provide personalized guidance and support to a very large number of people. It analyzes the data to identify individual needs and offer tailored recommendations. So, how does AI do it? How is it able to provide personalized guidance and support? Is that it has the data of every individual employee, let's say 200 employees. So, it analyzes the data, and the basis of that analysis, it is able to identify what are the shortcomings, what are the areas in which a particular employee requires training or coaching. Say one employee may lack selling skills, or another employee may have communication skills related problem. So based on the uh, data it has regarding every individual employee, it will accordingly start a coaching program based on the person's needs and requirements. So AI coaching aims to improve performance and development through adaptive learning. Now, AI coaching, the basic purpose is to improve performance and development of the organization. So human resource development is the basic objective why we use AI coaching through adaptive learning. Now, what is adaptive learning? Adaptive learning is used in the context where the learning methodology or the AI-based coaching method develops or decides the content, the pace, and the strategies to be used in the learning or teaching learning process. So that is called adaptive learning. So there are certain tools and software which are used, and the purpose of using these tools and software is that they are able to change the content and they are able to change the pace. If a person is a slow learner, they'll change the pace. If the person is a fast learner, they'll increase the pace. So they are able to change the pace, they are able to change the content according to the requirement of the learner. AI coaching offers scalability by providing personalized guidance to a large number of individuals simultaneously. Now, even if I try to provide, individual attention to 60 students in the class, it will be very difficult and time consuming. But AI systems can offer individualized and personalized guidance to, let's say, 500 individuals simultaneously. Second, it enhances personalization through adaptive learning. I just told you about adaptive learning, that it changes the content, pace, and strategy, tailoring advice to each user's unique needs and progress. So, what it is doing is that it is changing as per the requirements of the learner. It is changing the content, it is changing the pace, right? And it is also changing the content, pace, and strategy. So somebody needs more help in one particular part, let's say communication skills. So it will deliver more content on that topic. Somebody needs help in selling skills. So they'll develop more content on that part. So this is how it works. AI coaching provides data driven insights by analyzing performance metrics to identify areas for improvement and measure the effectiveness of coaching strategies. Now, data driven insights, what is meant by data driven insights is that AI systems, I told you, AI systems use adaptive learning in the sense that they are able to adapt according to the requirements of the learner. But how are they able to actually do it? By analyzing the data which is available with the AI system, data pertaining to the individual learner. So data pertaining to every individual learner, his requirements, his or her skills, everything is available to the AI system. And by analyzing all this data, it is able to find the skill gap and the performance matrix. Okay, this person's performance in this particular area is lacking or needs improvement. So accordingly, it will change its content and pace so that the person is able to improve his or her performance in that particular area. Now, where do managers come in? All this AI, its role is that managers are pivotal in the successful deployment of AI coaching platforms. So it is the manager who's going to take the decision for deployment of a AI coaching platform. They are responsible for setting up the system and for ensuring that a smooth rollout to the team. Now, it is quite possible that the employees may not accept a new system or a method like AI coaching. So it is again the manager's task to bring about the change and acceptability amongst employees. This oversight helps in aligning AI coaching with organizations' goals. Okay. Now platform selection. So like I said that there are adaptive learning platforms. So there are hundreds of adaptive learning platforms which provide AI coaching. So how do we select which one is suitable from our requirement perspective? So evaluate platforms based on their ability to support specific organizational goals and KPIs. So now the platform that we select will be based on our requirement. What is the organizational goal and what are the KPIs that need improvement? Let's say our sales are declining and we need to improve the output of our sales team. So for that, we need to provide some training to the salesperson. So that is, we'll have to select a platform which specifically provides support and training to the salespeople. Consider the platform's integration capabilities with existing HR and performance management systems. Now, if we are using an external platform for AI coaching, it should be compatible with our existing systems. So, if we are using ERP, for example, or any other performance management system, then that AI platform should be compatible with our existing system. It is quite possible that it may work on a different software basis and may not be compatible with our systems. Assess the platform's user interface and training resources to ensure ease of adoption and effective use by managers and employees. Now, platform's user interface has to be very good so that it is easy for the employees to use. If it takes a lot of time for the employee to understand the system and start using it, there'll be resentment amongst employees. So, what is required here is that the platform's user interface and training resources should be such that they are easy to adopt and use. Now, it should be easy to adopt and use not only by the employees but also by the manager. Now, what is the role of manager here is that manager is monitoring the performance of the employee. So, what was the performance of the employee prior to use of this platform and post the use of this platform? What has been his performance? So, has there been a significant change in his performance? This is for the manager to monitor. So, it is part of the platform that is being used that it should be easy and convenient to use by the employee as well as by the manager who is monitoring the performance of the employee. Now, what is an AI powered coaching platform? An AI powered coaching platform is a digital tool or software that leverages artificial intelligence to enhance coaching practices and support human coaches in delivering impactful results. So, see, what is happening here is that it is not replacing human coaches, it is just helping human coaches in delivering better results. So, again, that same old question whether AI will replace human beings. No, AI only will increase the efficiency of human beings, but it will not replace them. These platforms provide a comprehensive coaching environment for tasks like client management, course delivery, and community engagement, or they may focus on specific areas such as communication skills, content creation, or session analysis. So it's quite possible that certain companies may be focusing on improving communication skills of their employees or content creation ability of their employees and so on. So some of the coaching platforms, some of the good coaching AI based coaching platforms are Learn Worlds, Skillsoft, Mighty Networks, Rocky AI, Jasper, Rev AI, Poised, Coach Hub, and InVideo. So these are some of the commonly used coaching platforms, and you can look at the advantage, disadvantage, cost of each platform, and also the compatibility with your existing system and compatibility with your needs and requirements. The cost of using each of these is in the range of $45 to $50. Now, data integration for AI coaching, seamless data flow ensures AI models receive comprehensive and up-to-date information for accurate coaching. Now, seamless data flow means where there's no break in the data flow. So, AI models receive comprehensive and up-to-date information for accurate coaching. So, what kind of data is required by these AI models is regarding the employee to whom they are providing the coaching. So all the information or data regarding that particular employee should be accessible to the AI model on a real-time basis so that the AI model can accordingly react and change and modify its content to suit the requirement of the employee. Secure data integration protects sensitive employee information and maintaining confidentiality during AI coaching interactions. Now, data protection has become a extremely important and sensitive topic, whether the data pertains to data of customers or it is employees. So, data protection is today a very, very sensitive topic. So we have to ensure that whatever AI system we are using, we adhere to the data protection norms. Second is the fact that it should be the system that is whatever AI coaching model you are using should be able to maintain confidentiality. That means if a particular employee lacks a particular skill and AI is able to identify it and accordingly it is providing content to the employee. It should not be shared with other employees so that if I have a drawback, all other employees come to know about it. So this kind of confidentiality has to be maintained. It should not be leaked. Integrating data from various systems provides a holistic view of employee performance and development needs for personalized coaching. So you have to integrate data from various systems. You have your basic HR system, there may be an ERP, there may be employee database where all his personal records, medical history, his qualification related information. So all this information may be available on different databases, and the AI based system will have to integrate this data from different systems to provide a complete picture of the employee and accordingly to uh, modify his training need. Now, managers employees are well equipped to use AI tools effectively. So that is why while selecting a AI tool, manager has to take a decision as to which AI tool is to be used. And one of the criteria he'll use is that employees should find it convenient to use and they have the requisite skills. If let us say it's all computer based, so all the employees should have hands-on experience of working on that software. Comprehensive training programs are essential for understanding the tools, features, benefits, and limitations. So it should be communicated to the employees that what are the tools, features, what are the benefits and limitations, if any. If what happens if you do not explain these things to the employees? There'll be resentment. Because if you do not understand something, you resent it, right? So people resented the launch of computers that they would, take away jobs. On the other hand, computers have created millions of jobs. So if there's something they do not understand, they do not trust, they'll go against it. When trains were first launched in India, there was a lot of resentment. People were scared of these monsters. So why? Because they did not understand how these huge metal monsters were moving. So similarly, in case of a AI tool also, you need to understand how it functions, what are the features, benefits in order to gain acceptability. Now, training programs should focus on helping employees understand the AI coaches, features, and capabilities. See, how do you take maximum use of the AI coach? If you are able or familiar with all the features and capabilities of the AI coach, then the employee will be able to take maximum advantage of the AI coach. So, training programs should focus on this aspect, helping employees understand the features and capabilities of the AI coach. Training sessions should cover how to effectively interact with the AI coach to achieve desired outcomes. So, how to use it, how to modify, and what impact will it have, all these should be provided to employees during training sessions with the AI. Employees should be trained on how to provide feedback to improve the AI coach's performance and accuracy. Now, it is not necessary that the AI coach will be perfect. Just like human beings, the AI coach may also suffer from some performance issues or inaccuracies. So, employees should provide feedback regarding the AI to their manager so that either the AI system can be modified or replaced. Now, again, AI is a tool to augment, not replace human coaches, enhancing their capabilities and reach. So, again, the same old question, people are afraid AI will replace human beings. AI will only increase the efficiency of human beings. They're saying that 37% of the coding jobs will go. That is not the case, I believe. It will make a coder Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Thank you. Now, upskilling and reskilling programs should be provided to help employees adapt to new roles in an AI-driven environment. Now, upskilling and reskilling are continuous processes. No matter how educated, how qualified, or how skilled you are, upskilling is a continuous process, and reskilling is also a continuous process. Why? Simply because the world is changing so fast, particularly in the field of IT, software, programming, everything is changing very fast. So people need to keep themselves updated about the latest developments in the field. AI being one, AI is being used so extensively that if people are not aware of how to use AI tools, then they require some kind of upskilling or reskilling. Focus on AI coaching will create new opportunities and specializations within the organization. So again, I said AI will not replace human coaches, but it will create new opportunities and specializations within the organization, people who will provide coaching via the AI coaching tool. Now, what is the role of a manager? If you recall the basic definition of management, monitoring and evaluation are some of the basic roles of a manager. So similarly here also monitoring and evaluation are the key roles a manager is required to undertake. Monitoring and evaluation are crucial for understanding the effectiveness of AI coaching. Managers need to track key performance indicators and employee engagement metrics. This ensures that AI coaching contributes positively to individual organizational goals. Now, what is important here is that managers need to understand whether the AI coaching tool being used is effective or not, number one. Then managers need to keep track of key performance indicators and employee engagement metrics, whether employees are adequately engaged in the organization or not. Now, I'll give you a small example. This is a small Google form I have developed for the purpose of uh, finding out employee engagement. How do you check employee engagement in an organization? So I'll share it with you. Just a minute. I'll share it in the chat box. And what I want you to do is all of you take this survey. It's anonymous, right? So once you are able to take the survey, we'll see the results and you'll get some understanding of what is employee engagement and how we can check employee engagement, how we can monitor employee engagement. So all of a sudden, all of the participants, please take a few minutes, click on this form and let me see the results. Image hai.
So did you put a link or it's an image? Because it's not opening.
Okay, I'll just check.
So just copy that and copy the text and just paste it as it is.
I'll copy it again.
Hmm.
I think now it should work. I think that it should be accessible now.
It is, sir. Thank you. So I assume most of us have completed it.
Okay, I'll just check. So I have 5 responses, and most of the respondents have scored 4 or 5 in each question, except for learning and growth. Okay, so now high score, I'll just share the screen. Okay, so if you can see, look at the screen. It shows the results. I kept it. There are 8 responses. So people who scored 4 and 5 are the ones who are satisfied, and who are in the sense engaged. And people who have scored 1 or 2 on various questions, that means this is a gap in engagement, right? So if you see, this is one area I see opportunities for learning and growth. This is one area where there appears to be a gap. More people have indicated 2 and 3. So this is just a small example of employee engagement, how you can check. So although I did not use an AI powered tool, but this is how AI powered tools work. Some of the tools which I have discussed in the previous slide, they can judge your level of engagement with an organization like this. So a high score would indicate that the employee is highly engaged, and a low score would indicate the person is not very engaged with the organization. So this was about engagement metrics, where I just showed you an example. Now these are some of the other employee engagement metrics: voluntary employee turnover rate, employee retention rate, absenteeism, employee net promoter score. Now, again, these are different scales. Net promoter scale, ENPS, is an interesting concept. NPS, net promoter scale, is generally used in marketing to gauge how loyal a customer is. And similarly, ENPS is employee net promoter scale. So that can be used to judge as to how loyal is a employee. So these are different scales. UWES is another scale to check employees' loyalty towards an organization. So employee performance, Glassdoor, where you can give your reviews on working in different establishments, ROI on employee engagement. So we've just seen an example of employee engagement. If the employee engagement is low, then you need to spend money on improving employee engagement. And if you are using or spending more money, is there any return? Customer happiness, UWS ES scale, I told you, is like the ENPS scale, which helps in measuring employee uh, loyalty. Now, there are key performance indicators for AI coaching. There are key performance indicators for employees, and then there are key performance indicators for AI coaching. So, what I am talking about is not KPIs for uh, uh, employees, but KPIs for AI coaching. Employee engagement scores can reflect satisfaction with AI coaching support. So, if the AI coaching support scores high on the employee engagement scale, that means that AI coaching is suitable for the organization and is able to deliver results. On the other hand, if the employee engagement score on the AI coaching is less, that means it needs to be changed. Performance metrics such as sales or productivity can show improvements due to AI coaching. So, basic metrics which you are going to measure of the employee, that may be sales, that may be productivity, That may be ability to develop a website, pace at which you are able to design a product, and so on. Completion rates of AI-driven learning modules indicate user engagement and knowledge acquisition. Now, completion rate of AI-driven learning modules. If, let us take for example that you join a online MOOCs course, and sometimes you'll realize that halfway through the course you leave it and go and join some other course or leave it altogether. Now, why did you leave it halfway through? The same can happen in an AI-driven learning module also. That if you do not find it interesting or engaging enough, the employee might leave it midway. So it will not have the desired impact. Now, some of the other tools which we can use, I'll just show you this tool. This is called Miro. Very interesting exercise. You can do it with your students or with your employees. I'm sorry. Very, very interesting. Now, so manager will be left with higher level tasks. Now, continuous learning. Managers should regularly attend workshops and webinars on AI coaching advancements. So, any manager who is responsible for implementing AI coaching should attend seminars and conferences where the latest tools and techniques are discussed. Second, they need to read industry publications and research papers to understand new AI methodologies. Now, this is reading part is something which managers tend to lose focus on. So you should regularly read the industry publications, and what they read even less is the research on in that particular area. Engaging in peer-to-peer learning and knowledge sharing is crucial for staying updated. So managers can also be involved in peer-to-peer knowledge and learning and knowledge sharing. That will help them in keeping themselves updated about the latest developments in the field of AI coaching. Now, strategic integration, we need to define clear objectives for AI coaching that directly support company-wide goals. Now, what is company-wide goals? We need to improve market share. We need to become industry leader. We need to increase our profit or turnover by 50%. These can be different objectives. So when we are talking about objectives for AI coaching, they need to be aligned to our company's basic objectives. Incorporate AI coaching feedback into performance reviews and development plans. So whenever we are receiving any feedback regarding the AI system being used, so we should incorporate that feedback in the performance reviews and development plans. Ensuring AI coaching aligns with the organization's values and cultures. So every organization has a different set of values and cultures. Now, the Tata Group has a different culture, the Reliance Group has a different culture, a public sector understanding organization will have different culture and value set. So, our AI coaching tool should also align with the culture of the organization. So, if it is a public sector undertaking, again, the AI tool being used there will not be the same as the one being used in Reliance or the Tata Group. Now, to conclude, I would like to say that AI coaching offers personalized and scalable guidance, enhancing employee development. Scalable in the sense that we can do it for 100 employees, 500 employees, any number. Managers play a crucial role in framing and implementation and monitoring of AI coaching initiatives. It is the manager who takes the final decision to implement, monitor the AI coaching initiative. Ethical consideration and bias mitigation are paramount for responsible AI coaching. Now, if we are using AI, what we need to be very, very careful about are the ethical considerations and the bias mitigation. The algorithm has to be continuously checked. It should not be unethical in any way. Continuous learning and strategic integration are essential for maximizing the benefits of AI coaching. Now, learning is in any field in the world, learning is a continuous process. And AI coaching tools are the best tools available for continuous learning because without this, if you leave an individual, he or may not, upskill himself. But the AI tool will make sure that he or she upskills himself or herself. The managerial role is evolving towards higher level strategic tasks and personalized development. So, managerial role in AI coaching will be that it will be focusing on higher level tasks and leaving the more mundane tasks to the AI coach. So coach will undertake the day-to-day tasks, whereas the manager will be left with higher level tasks. So we finally come to the end of this session, and if there are any questions, okay, are the organizers there?
Yes, sir.
Uh, my lecture is over.
Okay. If any participant have any query regarding the session, they can ask the queries. Are there any queries or shall we wind up the session? Okay, then we will meet after 10 minutes of break.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the session.
All right. Thank you.
Welcome back all the participants to our last session of the day, Emerging Coaching Tech. Coaching technologies are transforming traditional coaching through tools like AI chatbots, VR, and digital platforms. These innovations make coaching more accessible, personalized, and valuable, reshaping how people grow and perform in the workplace. This session will be taken by Ms. Geeta Khari. She is a UGC NET qualified academician with over 20 years of experience in teaching management and human resource subject. She is currently an assistant professor at the International Business School, Delhi. A gold medalist and merit scholar, she holds multiple postgraduate degrees in management, including an MA in Human Resource Management from Jamia Millia Islamia. Her expertise is in further enriched by certification in HR analytics, research ethics, and NLP 2020. With research interests focused on remote work strategies and organization performance. I welcome you, ma'am, for the session. You may start with the session.
Thank you so much for the introduction, Ravleen ma'am. A very good afternoon, everyone. I'm so delighted to be here today with all of you for this management development program on AI-powered people management. Now, since it's day two of the session, and we have all been hearing to so many well-informed scholars on this topic, we all can appreciate the digital change, the new developed digital landscape which has developed and come up, which has really redefined how HR has changed. Now, organizations have found new ways to identify potentials, nurture talents, and define and describe their performances. And therefore, in today's session with me, which is on emerging coaching tech, is all about exploring that how coaching has been using, in fact, AI, ML, and advanced analytics for the more coaching thing. So basically, I would be sharing my slide with you. I hope it is visible, Ravleen ma'am.
This camera is visible.
Okay. So when we are starting with the topic emerging coaching tech, what it is basically about, it is about how the future of coaching has been shaped due to all these emerging trends and technologies. When we say and use the words artificial intelligence, machine learning, neural networks, and so on. So before starting, I think it is very important that we first know that what exactly do you mean by coaching, so that we can appreciate that how, with the help of these latest technologies, we can really transform the landscape of coaching. So what is coaching? Coaching basically is a partnership between manager and employees. You know, when a new employee joins an organization, there are certain expectations from this employee. And before starting any of the work, these expectations have to be shared. The employee has to be given a clear understanding regarding what needs to be achieved, how it would be achieved, and so on. Because if employee starts on a blank page, it would be very difficult for him and her to, blankly achieve something. So there has to be a relationship between the manager and employee, a partnership between the both, so that they share a common understanding regarding the individual employee goals as well as the organizational goals. And while the employee tries to achieve these goals, it is really very important that the employee feels motivated so that the productivity is also increased. Because until and unless the employee is motivated, the actual and the expected performance are very difficult to be matched. And they can be matched only when the manager is always there for the employee. The manager provides a timely feedback, the correct feedback, and depending upon the feedback, he or she provides the recommendations or the recognition and the clarity and all the support that is needed by the employee to achieve the goals of the organization. Now, so therefore, we can say that there are certain dimensions to the coaching roles. Whenever we talk about coaching, there are certain things which are related to these words. The very first thing is providing the direction. Coaching basically means that you are giving someone the suggestions or the recommendations or the understanding of the work they need to do so that they can see that how their performance can lead to the department success as well as the organizational success. So there should be a definite clear direction for the employee. And once there has been clear direction, obviously the employees would start working toward that. But then also there is a continuous need to see that how the employee is performing and in what criterias, or in what areas that performance can be improved. So here the manager creates a learning environment where the employees are supported continuously to improve their performance to meet the challenges of the organization, both internally and externally. Now, once you have a clear direction, you work on it, you continuously improve, then you would see that it opens up lots of possibilities because you have developed your capabilities knowingly or unknowingly. So, coaching also opens up a large number of career possibilities, future leadership role possibilities for the employees. And the manager does so by asking them or prompting them the right kinds of questions, challenging the employees, making them critically more strong so that their thought process becomes more strong. So these are certain dimensions which I thought that you should know. I thought that you should know about coaching before we start upon technology in coaching. Now we are saying that the coaching has been become more technical due to latest AI, ML, and so on. So obviously you can say that there has been difference in the current scenario of coaching and traditional. So what was it? What was the difference between the traditional and digital coaching? So earlier, basically, coaching was really stigmatized. Earlier, what was happening that whenever some employees were underperforming, then those employees were targeted. Like, for example, if there was some salesperson and they were unable to achieve the target for the market selling of the market product in the market, then they would these employees would be recognized, and then those would be targeted as underperformers, and coaching was given as a kind of remedial help for those. So that was the earlier picture of coaching. That means if you are being coached, then that means that somewhere you have underperformed. But now, these days, this picture has completely transformed. Now, nowadays, coaching has become a mandatory and essential part of any HR process. And it is not just restricted to underperformance, it is restricted to even future leadership roles for the top management executives. That means that it has become an elite and high cost activity. In fact, many organizations today are investing in digital coaching, are investing in coaching which is supported by efficient technology. So that is how the coaching has evolved. So now basically why this is important, as you can see, just hold on. Now, there was a study by Deloitte in which it says that 50% of the organization currently are using technology to support coaching and mentoring initiatives. And this shows the importance of the digital coaching, of the emerging coaching technology, that how so many organizations are now investing in them. And out of these 56%, 72% reported that they have seen improved employee retention rates, and 64% of their employees have achieved higher productivity levels. Now we are again and again using the word coaching tech. So what exactly do we mean by this? Coaching, we have understood. Coaching is basically forming a relationship with the employee where you kind of guide the employee and about various kinds of roles that he or she has to perform. They can be personal roles or professional roles also. Okay? So now basically what is coaching tech? So whenever the word tech is associated with something, it obviously employs the use of digital tools and online platforms to support coaching process. So basically what happens that coaches and clients are not sitting face to face. They come come on an online platform, and then they can interact with each other regarding their problems or their progresses, recommendations, updates, and so on. So now how how do we see where are these coaching technology available? So these are available in form of software applications, online platforms, and various digital tools. In fact, we can coach through video conferencing also, with mobile phones also, mobile apps also, and there is gamification, virtual reality, and artificial intelligence, chatbots, and so on. Now, how this tech has changed coaching? Why have we used so much technology in coaching? What is the purpose of this? So it is because so as to make coaching more accessible, more personalized, and efficient. When I say accessible, see, these days in the organizations, a term which we hear more often is work from home, or hybrid working, or remote working. So what is this? This means that the employee is not physically present during the working hours in the organization. That means that even for suggestions, recommendations, guidance, the employee may not be physically present always. So therefore, coaching has to be accessible. That means that it can be accessed through anyone from a different place at any time as per his or her personal choices. So that is how coaching has become more accessible. It has become more personalized also. Earlier coaching was like in kind of groups. So for example, if I want to coach my sales team regarding how to talk with the customers for the marketing, then I might call the whole department together. But now, with the evolution of HR, with the evolution of HRD, just wait a second. I think my slides are not changing. Is this slide visible? How tech changed coaching?
Ma'am, you play in the slideshow mode.
Okay.
Just bottom, you will find one cup shape icon. You just click on that.
Yes, ma'am.
In the PowerPoint presentation, you will find, yeah, the same thing, same thing. Kindly click on that.
1 second. 1 second.
Just press on that, ma'am.
Is it visible, ma'am? Manju ma'am, is it
Ma'am, that's
visible?
visible. No, ma'am, that's visible, but you click on it so that it will play in the slideshow mode. So you can just navigate through the arrow keys of the keyboard. Wait, ma'am, I'll just come to you. No worries, I'll come to you.
please give us how in which we are getting backward? Sorry for the inconvenience. I hope this is working well. Participants, please confirm
ठीक है
the slides are changing.
ठीक है okay so we will get back to the topic. I'm really very sorry for the interruption. So we were defining what is coaching technology. I defined it. Thank you, ma'am. So we were speaking about how technology has changed coaching. So it has made coaching more accessible, personalized, and efficient. Plus, it has also been able to scale up coaching. Scale up basically means when you coach a lot number of individuals at the same time. And since scaling has been possible, it has been able to reduce the cost of coaching also. So the benefits has been scalable on-demand coaching, real-time analytics, enhanced personalization, and increased accessibility. We would be discussing all of these simultaneously after this slide. So coming to personalization, basically, what do you mean by personalization or personalized coaching? See, basically, with the help of the data analytics, a lot of data about the employees is being gathered around. Now, what happens that when coaches see interactions between the employees and the customers, for example, while selling out a product or something, then they can basically record or gather this information that how the employee is interacting with the customers, plus what are the individual learning styles of the employees also. For example, some employees might learn well through videos, some learn well through audio, and some learn well by while doing or performing that thing. So all the information about the individual employees is collected by the coaches to know how personalized coaching can be given. And since they have this opportunity to collect individual information, it also provides an insights into what are the individual employees' goals and motivations, so that the coaches can now basically make a tailor-made program for each individual employee. They can see what are their personalities, they can see what are their present performance, what are their future goals, and accordingly they can see what are these employees' strengths and weaknesses, and accordingly they can develop coaching plans so that they can the employees can build further, they can develop their career further in future roles. So that is what is meant by personalization. And since the coaching is related to the performance and the various skills related to the performance, it becomes very important that the coach identifies the skill gaps that are basically making difficult for the employee to achieve the goals. And once these skill gaps have been identified, they help towards the employee's personal development. And also these kinds of the personal development initiatives also helps to create certain benchmarks for the individual employees which they can use for improving their performances. Accordingly, the AI can also help to analyze internal job postings, and they can match the profiles of various employees, identify the best match between them, since now the individual personalities are also known, individual goals are also known, the career aspirations are also known. Therefore, now AI can make job recommendations keeping all these in mind. So that is how AI can also help in career development. So now we have talked about what is coaching, what do we mean by coaching tech, and how coaching tech can help various HR processes. Now, what exactly comes under these coaching technologies? How we are actually in real world, in practical world, we are using these technology. So we are using coaching tech through first of all by the basic simple thing, which is coaching apps. So what are coaching apps? These are similar to the mobile apps which you have on your mobiles. So these are basically online sessions where the external coaches connect with the coachee or at any time which is appropriate for the coachee. Coachee is who is coachee? Coachee is basically someone who is taking the coaching. Okay, so it helps to increase the scalability, because now what happens that through coaching apps, one coach can connect to several number of individuals who are seeking coaching. So it makes it more accessible, it makes it more scalable, and the individuals who are taking coaching can seek the sessions at their own pace, at the time convenient for them, and so on. So these coaching apps are as simple as using the mobile apps on your phones. Now, second process which is used for coaching is known as gamification. Now, this is quite interesting. As the word suggests, gamification. What does this mean? This basically means introducing game-like elements in non-game activities of HR processes. Now, what do you mean by game-like elements? So basically what happens that when we play games, like any childhood games that you might be playing, what happens, or let us say like in on your mobiles also you must be playing some games. Okay, so what happens whenever you win, you get certain points or you get certain badges, and whenever you win some challenges which are offered on that games, when you win those challenges, your name is on the leaderboard. है ना? And obviously you can play these games with multiplayer also. You can have team challenges also. So all these games elements are introduced in the HR processes. That is what is known by gamification. So what happens that, for example, if you are a sales executive, basically you would be given certain targets, for example, weekly targets for sales. And if you achieve those targets, you would be given some points or some badges. And when there is some bigger target, if you achieve those targets, bigger targets or challenges, that your name shows on the leaderboard. So that is how the regular or mundane working is made interested by gamification process. So what all the gamification involves points and badges. So employees basically get the points for accomplishing small tasks, and these can be exchanged for few rewards also, like they can get certain canteen vouchers or gift vouchers, and in this way their badges are acknowledged. Similarly, if they win in some competition, their name would be shown on the leaderboard, and there can be some big challenges also. And with time, your progress would also be indicated, would be real-time tracking of the tasks that have been completed by you to show how you have progressed. So all these things form the main elements of gamification. So now how AI, see, this is like a quite simple thing that we are playing a game, but now how AI will intervene to make this game more personalized or more interesting for individual employees. So this is how it works. AI powered storytelling. So basically what we said that in coaching, AI would have your unique information, would know about your individual goals, would know about your strengths and your weaknesses and your future aspirations. So based upon all your individual informations, all the individual and unique information of the employees, AI will now form customized storylines for games in which the employees will have to play certain roles, will have to attain certain goals. And basically, since now employee can feel that, okay, this story or this game is about me, then that becomes more interactive and it becomes more engaged. He or she becomes more engaged in that thing. So, and now AI not just creates the storyline, it also creates the rewards based on the employee's choices. For example, if an employee wants that he or she needs to go on vacation, she feels more motivated when there are some extra vacation days, then the employee will give, then the AI would tailor certain rewards in this respect only. Like they will give extra vacation days, or depending upon the choices, they would give professional development opportunities or monetary initiatives. So that means AI is not just forming the games, it is also giving the rewards based on the personal choices of the employees. And once you play in that game, for example, now these are not like the games you play regularly on your mobiles. Obviously, since this is organizational coaching, this is HR coaching, this means that these games would have the elements of the regular work of the employee. For example, this a kind of game might involve that how an employee is interacting with a customer in a store. So as means if AI can form certain challenges, like for example, very unfriendly customer comes, then what would you do? AI would give options and accordingly you would act. So these kind of games are played here, not the regular ones. Now, when in these games you do your roles, you play certain roles. After the game finishes, now AI will give you feedback. For example, if in this game a customer was quite rude and you too behaved rudely, believing in tit for tat, then AI would give you accordingly feedback that no, customer is the king. You have to work on your communication skills, you have to work on your customer service, and so on. So that is how this thing really works, because the basic purpose of AI is to see what is happening really inside you and how it would take you in on your progress across the organization. So depending upon that, AI would provide you certain tips, hints, or encouragements while you are carrying out all of these tasks. So I hope gamification is clear exactly to know that you get a understanding. Means we have heard of this term quite often, but I don't think that many of us have clarity that how it is used in business processes. I hope it is clear now. And these examples would make it more clear. For example, in retail coaching. So in retail coaching, retail chain can introduce a sales dashboard, and here employees can earn badges whenever their daily sales targets are fulfilled. And once the top performers' names would be displayed on leaderboards and so on. So this is one of the example of gamification. Another example can be when a company for the wellness coaching implements a step tracking challenge. For example, how many steps you are taking. You know, today we all are wearing this fitness watch in which we calculate the number of steps we take every day so as we can keep healthy. So in wellness coaching also, we can give us a step tracking challenge. We can give a challenge, okay, for every day you have to complete at least 20,000 steps daily. So that is how we can use gamification. Once you complete those number of steps, your reward would be given or a badge would be given. If someone completes even more extra steps, then their name might flash as a leader or something like that. Another example can be of compliance training. So basically, the employees are required to, give certain quizzes or small exams or MCQs regarding the compliance training. And after doing that, they are given certain rewards. So in these areas, we can use gamification. Another technology that we use in coaching is augmented reality and virtual reality. Now, this is quite interesting that what is AR and VR, although these two are quite similar terms, but there is a difference between the two. In augmented reality, you actually are aware of the surroundings. Basically, your perception or your real world is enhanced. But in virtual reality, you are actually exposed in a completely virtual environment. Okay, so you are a virtual world is created and you are left in that to do certain things. So in augmented reality, we basically create some interactive or realistic models through which we can act. But whereas in virtual reality, there are some variables like eye goggles and wired clothing. Kids these days play VR games in which they wear these goggles and then they imagine that yes, they are in the game only, in that environment only, and accordingly they have to do certain things. They have no other choice but to be in that environment until and unless they take off their eye goggles. So basically it uses a completely realistic and immersive three-dimensional environment. But in both AR and VR, what happens that we are creating a simulated environment, which would otherwise be very expensive or harmful to be created. For example, for commercial pilot license, what happens that when you are training these pilots, it is really very expensive and in fact very risky also to train on the actual planes. So what happens that in airline industry, these simulators or VR is extensively used to train the pilots. So basically, it gives you an easier understanding of the complex models. And nowadays, VR is also used a lot in the medical field, where you see that the surgeons are performing surgeries through the cameras and all that. That also happens. The training also happens through VR. And when we are talking about all this technology, AR, VR, gamification, we tend to think that these are very recent things. But it's not like that. In fact, in 1940s, Curtis Wright was the first company who first developed a flight simulator. So you can see that how things started so early. It's only with the recent developments that these things have been started using in the organizations also. So now we are talking about how these are really useful, VR, AR gamification, but then why are not each and every organization is not using it? So one thing is that it is because of the reason that it requires a very large investment, and therefore it becomes very difficult for all the organizations to invest in these kinds of technologies. So that is a drawback of VR. Now, this slide shows you some of the well-known names in the world of coaching, digital coaching. So basically, this is peer-to-peer on one dimension. We have peer-to-peer and expert-led coaching. Peer-to-peer basically means when you are coached by someone who is at the same management level and who is not authoritative to you, and you can talk to them like friends and then seek their guidance. Whereas expert-led coaching means that you are taking coaching from professionals who are well recognized for this thing. Then we have AI-powered coaching and people-powered coaching at the other ends. And these are some of the techs or some of the apps or platforms which are using all this. As you can see in AI-powered and expert-led focus area, if you see there's Lever, Izara, Chance, and so on. So in this, you can see some great brands who are using coaching, basically tech coaching. Now, if you see that how this goes on, so at basic level, professional coaching platforms are there like BetterUp, Coach Hub, Sharpest, and Move On. What happens in these type of platforms that it's easier to find and select a coach. Like for example, in BetterUp, what is BetterUp? If you see, BetterUp is a kind of a platform. When you will go to this platform, it will ask you that, okay, you want coaching for what? You want it for your individual development or for your career development or for your professional development and so on. So accordingly, you select the area for which you want coaching, and then they would start with a basic quiz. And depending upon that quiz, they would identify your strength and weaknesses. And with the help of AI, they would identify that what are the areas in which now you would need a coach. And also upon this quiz, they would see what your preferences are. And according to your preferences, they would assign a coach to you. So there's no fixed coach. There are number of coaches on these platforms, but the coaches are assigned to you depending upon your preferences and your personalities. Similarly, there's peer coaching and mentoring on platforms like Mentor, Click, Piper. Basically, peer-to-peer means that, as I already said, that you are at the same management level, and this basically is networking, coaching through networking. It can occur from within the enterprises, like on platforms like Mentor, Click, and Piper, or from different enterprises or organizations also, like in case of Enrich, Plateau, and Guider. Then there comes digital coaching using the bots also, chat bots, such as platforms such as Pocket Confident and People Squatter. What happens that they allow people to ask questions, and basically they are chat bots, and those would answer your questions. Plus, they would also give you some challenges and kind of help you in practicing some skills in the competitive environment. Then there are AI coaches like Guru, Chorus, Mendo, Edward, and so on. These use artificial intelligence to provide feedback to you. They will give you certain tasks to complete. They will keep a real check on how you completed that task, how much time you took to complete that task, what were the various challenges you faced while completing those tasks, and then accordingly, they would provide feedback and guidance for you. So these are some of the type of the tech which can be used for coaching. They are AI platforms, digital coaches, VR tools. VR stands for virtual reality. They are wearables and gamified apps or gamifications. So in AI platforms, we have AI-driven coach matching and feedback, as I told in earlier example also. The examples are BetterUp and Coach Hub. In digital coaches, we have chatbots, for example, Replica, Cognition. Replica is basically also used for emotional well-being coaching. In Replica, there is a chatbot, and I think it was introduced in 2017. And in this, you can basically have a conversation with this chatbot who can actually help about try to help you regarding your emotional wellness. Then there are virtual reality tools which give an immersive learning environment like Stirver and Merzian. Stirver, when you use this platform, what happens? For example, if you are a sales executive and you can use it for retailing also, what would happen that it would kind of transport you into a virtual environment where you would be interacting with virtual clients. And like they would also guide you how you have to carry out a conversation with the customer. They can in fact also help you prepare for certain interviews. So VR is like a imaginary word created, but you feel it's so real because you have to actually take certain actions in those which you are expected to. So that is how VR works. Then there are some wearables like Fitbit and Muse, which you have to wear, and accordingly you can, your body signals whether you are in stress or not. There are certain kind of batches or watches or bands which you can wear on your wrist or arm or feet, and accordingly they track your heartbeat or your anxiety or your pulse, and accordingly give a feedback regarding your physiological conditions that okay, um, during this and this hour, your anxiety is maximum, whether you are able to sleep well or no. So all this is a part of wellness coaching. Then we have got gamified apps like Coach.me and Nudgify, and these are basically focused more on the behavior of the coaches. So basically what happens that in the games, they give you different challenges to complete, and accordingly, they keep a track of your behavior as per the way in which you conclude that game, and all that is recorded as real-time feedback and is given back to you, and on the basis of that you are given certain recommendations and suggestions. So these are again some of the examples. I think I've already explained it. Better Up, Coach Up, and Stivir. One more real case study of this is Gong, that how AI or is used in coaching. So basically what happened that Gong is a company and it deals in marketing and sales, and it developed an AI platform for its sales teams. Now what happens that this platform captures the live interactions between its employees and customers. As you are part of sales team, then you have to continuously interact with the customers. So the Gongs platform captures your live interactions. Now, when your interactions are being recorded, after that, AI creates a feedback in terms of what was the pace of your communication, what were the topics on which you communicated with the employees, what was your tone, and in fact, how you were taking customer after customer, what was your turn taking. So each and everything is being recorded and it is used to prepare the better feedback for providing insights and advice to the sales agents. Now, what is the use of all this thing when we see that these things are happening, recording is happening, and all these things are happening? We say that this is for individual experiences, for individual employees. Okay, someone is recording my topic, my pace, my tone, my language, and all that, and it's giving me recommendations. So it becomes highly personalized. But apart from being personalized, it can also be used for basically to help others. How? By creating a library of high quality examples. So for example, if a customer comes, and there can be two kind of incidents, a positive incident and a negative incident. If a rude customer comes, then a person can talk to him or her and pacify him. This can be one scenario. And another scenario can be the member of the sales team can be equally rude. So basically there can be two outcomes of an interaction, a positive or a negative. And both of these kinds of outcomes are recorded in a library, and they are set as an example of what you have to do and what you don't have to do. So basically it forms a personalized experience, but also it helps to guide others. It is used to guide others also. So that is how it is used. And Gong has really gained through this, because it was found that sales teams productivity was increased highly. The sales team members were able to identify what their strengths and weaknesses were, on which areas they needed to work more, and so more. So when we are saying that we are using all these technologies, all AI, VR, gamification, one thing which constantly comes to our mind is that our actions and everything is being recorded. So this means that somewhere there can be a breach of data privacy also. So that is one of the drawback of the technology, on which, yes, obviously we are working, and we would be very concerned about it in the future also. So another thing which comes, then what is good, technology is good or human coaching is good? Because when it was found that even on these platforms, on this Better Hub and Coach Hub, the question was asked that what kind of coaching do you want? You want a human coach or you want a digital coach or a chatbot coach? Then in that also certain number of people still opted for human coach. So why was it? It was because still people think that when you ask for coaching, when you ask for guidance from someone, we expect that the people or the coach who are guiding us need to empathize with us. They need to inspire with us and they need to connect with us on a personal level. So that is the human touch of coaching, which some feel that is being lost due to the digital technology. But we can also see that AI has become more sophisticated and it can manage certain tasks really well. So, so basically, what can work for everyone well is a correct balance in the technology and the human touch. So we hope that in future also the coaching cannot be replaced completely by the digital world, because obviously they, being a human, there would be a need for empathy and inspiration and to connect with other people. But yes, these kind of technology do help a lot when we talk about the progress or the improvement of productivity and performance. So I hope with this topic and with my session, you must have been able to at least know some of the platforms which are used and how gamification, AR, VR are you actually used in the real world. So it was great having this session with all of you. Rabli ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the session. Now I will request the participants if they have any queries regarding the session or they want to involve in the conversation or discussion, they are welcome. Do you have any query regarding any part of the PPT presentation? The feedback link has been posted. All the participants have to fill the date feedback link. I hope you all enjoyed the session. And with that, we wrap up the day 2 of our workshop. A big thank you to all our speakers and participants for the energy and engagement today. Tomorrow, we will explore the impact of AI in talent development and strategic HR planning. So be sure to join us at 9 a.m. sharp. Until then, stay curious, stay connected, have a great evening. Thank you all.